Ladies and gentlemen, leeches and germs, you already know who it is, you know what it is. DJ LX Star, 2 R's. That's 4, but you get it. Toxic TV. All right. Today's subject is going to be about keeping the dance floor full, or how to get the dance floor full, or even how to keep the dance floor full. All right. I know that's something that a lot of DJs have, particularly newbies have problems with, and I get these questions a lot and left in the comments all the time. So I figure I'd touch on it. I've touched on it before, but I'm going to tell you, give you something different. There's no one set way how to do this, guys. So I know you come across a lot of DJs on YouTube who love to tell you that it's supposed to be done like this and it's supposed to be done like that. But the truth of the matter is there's no certain way, because there's so many tricks to do so many things in this business, okay? That's just the truth of the matter. You already know you're going to get it 100 here, all right? Nothing watered down, nothing added, no artificial additives or flavors, just what it's supposed to be. You like my West Coast style? West Side? No, I'm messing with y'all. Big shout out to all my peoples from the left coast. You know who you are. What up, C? I see you, boy. All right. One of the first things I'm going to talk about, and these are some tricks that you'll find, a lot of seasoned DJs, do. So when I speak on some of these things, they're going to be like, right up like, yeah, he's right. So everything that I give you guys is nothing that I haven't done myself or seen other seasoned DJs do who school me. All right. So here we go. The first one is pump up the volume, bam, bam. That's right. Pump up the volume and crank up the lights. When the floor is kind of slow, sometimes, you got those some people out there, but it's not as packed as you would like for it to be. One trick that will work for you that I've seen work and that I've done myself, and it actually does work. Sometimes packing the floor, some people tend to think it's just all about the music, which, for the most part it is. But some of it as well is psychological, you know what I'm saying? Some of this is psychological. Once you tap into the psyche of people, it kind of makes things a little bit more easy for you, okay? For instance, the floor is decent, it's not as packed as you want it to be. You still got people chilling against the wall and sitting down, okay? And you would like to see more people on the floor. After all, you're the DJ, and that is your job, to get people on the floor partying and doing their thing. So pump up the volume, crank up the lights. Now, how that happens is you want to pretty much set the mood, okay? And this has been proven that this works. Set the mood, okay? Certain volumes and lights or lighting, however you want to say that, can change the mood. It's no different than you chilling with a honey, right? Y'all chilling. Or ladies too. I didn't forget y'all. Excuse me. Woo! All right. You're chilling with your dude, or you're chilling with that special lady or whatever, and you're trying to get the mood right? You dim the lights a little bit. Or you might even just drop the lights, period, and just have a candle going. You got the right song playing. You're not doing these just to be doing that, just to be doing it. You're doing it because it sets a mood, okay? And whatever you're trying to achieve, get a kiss or whatever, or you're just trying to impress her or him, you go through these lengths, okay, to do these, to set that type of mood, okay? And it's the same thing with DJing on the dance floor, okay? Now, what begins to happen is, right, you're playing music, people are jamming, you want more people on the floor. You get that right song, right? But when you turn that joint on, this is going to be the song they're going to jump up to. You know this already. But you don't just bring it in, all right? You don't just play the song. You play the hell out that song. Pump the bass up on it. Pump the volume up on it. Make that joint hit. Boom, 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 boom. It starts to create an emotion. It's no different than when soldiers would go to war, with other tribes and everything. It was that boom, 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 boom. That drum they heard when they knew the enemy was coming, and they heard that boom, 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 boom. The drum alone just struck fear in the opposing side, because they already knew that sound meant we mean business right now. We're not playing. We come to burn the whole village down. It's the same thing. You play that right song. You crank the volume up on it. Boom, 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 boom. The people in the crowd start to feel it more. Before you know it, it's you hear, and that's what you want. That's where you want them. Now, you want to crank them lights up at full strength. You want them lights everywhere. You got the DMX lights, spin them faster. Keep them going. Keep the flashing light. Keep your strobes. Have everything pumping at the same time. This starts to evoke emotion, understand? It plays on the psyche of the person. You don't believe me? Just have some people over at your house one day and have the music on. Everybody's gonna be casually bobbing their head and whatever. And then you play that right song, that one song, and you turn the volume up. Watch everyone's reaction around you. You don't believe me? Just try an experiment on a small scale like that. Watch everyone's reaction around you. It'll go from this, casual talking, to no one's immune to it. You probably been through it yourself and just didn't realize it. No one's immune to it. You're listening to your MP3 player or whatever, or you're in the car, you got that song bobbing, you chilling, or you listen to the radio, and then a radio station, the DJ puts on that one song, that's your jam, all of a sudden it comes on, what's the first thing you do? You turn it up. And when you turn it up, what's the second thing you do? You start knocking hard to that joint. It's the same effect. It's the same thing. Same thing, same tactic, just different scene, okay? And a lot of club DJs will tell you this because they do the same tricks. You just didn't pay attention to it. Now, see, now when you go to the club, you're going to start paying attention. You're going to start listening for the volume to go up. And you know when that volume goes up, the first thing you're going to think about is this video. Yeah, LX said that when he's ready to have the crowd go crazy, he going to pump that joint. And I just noticed that the music went up just a little bit louder. The lights started banging a little bit more crazier than what they were. All these things evoke emotion. It changes mood. It sets mood. Understand? All right? So keep that in mind. Pump up the volume. Have the lights going at full strength. All right? Had the dance floor crazy. Had the music at a crazy volume. And you will get the floor crazy packed. Trust me. I've done it. All right. The next step that you want to do is mingle with the crowd, all right? Mingle with the crowd. You want to mingle with the guests, okay? Regardless of where you're at, regardless if it's your first time DJing the club and you're trying to make a name for yourself, keep your music bumping, you know what I'm saying? When you got them few minutes, you don't have to go deep into the crowd, but walk off a little bit. Talk to some people, understand? Make your guests feel like they know you. Make them comfortable with you. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, while you're out there, you're asking questions. Is there something you wanted to hear? Blah, 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 blah. Coach them to get on the dance floor to dance. I don't see y'all jamming. What's up? Do that. Because when you start to interact with them, like I said, they feel like they know you a little better. They get comfortable with you. But also you're breaking the ice between you in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that one person is just shy about getting on the dance floor. It's something about when the DJ comes down to talk to the guests. Because for some reason at events and clubs, the DJ seems to be off limits to everybody. And you don't want it to be that way. You want people to feel comfortable with you. You want people to feel like, you genuinely care about them having a good time. You're not just there spinning records just to get their money and then break out. Okay? So you want to get involved. Go down, talk with them, shoot the breeze a little bit, nudge them. Hey, get on the floor. I don't see y'all jamming. Like, no, well, I'm not doing a good job. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, oh, no, you're doing a great job. And they're smiling and laughing with you when you just crack the ice right there. Okay? And use that. You got to use that, okay? Step out and mingle with the guests, okay? Whether if you're a club DJ, whether you're doing a corporate event, a birthday party, whatever type of event you're doing, okay? Mingle with the guests. It's very important, and it will only make things a little bit easier for you. And plus, when you do that, they see you're really trying hard to make sure everybody has a good time. And some of them, even if they didn't want to jump on the dance floor, some people might get out there and two-step for a minute, just to show their support, that they appreciate you for being up there and spinning on records and doing what you're doing, okay? So mingle with the crowd, mingle with the guests. You definitely want to do that, okay? Cool. All right. The next one is, some of my DJs hate this, but sometimes it's necessary, and that is to announce the open request line. Some of you hate to do it, I know. Sometimes I hate taking requests too. But when that floor is not where it needs to be, remember, you're being paid for this. Especially at like not so much corporate events, but weddings and things like that. You're being paid for this. Well, corporate events too, you're still being paid. But corporate events, the reason why I say not corporate events, because they're a little bit different. These are mostly co-workers and the families of co-workers. They're all together. They're going to have fun regardless for the simple fact they're all chilling and it's not work related. They're just happy just to be out the office. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't have a problem there, as far as and usually with corporate events, there's other activities going on, but even for the ones that just music and food or whatever, spinning music and having a good time, those are easier. Corporate events, aren't really, that difficult to do. Everyone's just having a good time. Just keep the music good, keep it at a good volume, and everybody's going to have a good time. But this request line is for like, parties, birthday parties, even some weddings, you know what I'm saying? Family reunions, stuff like that, to where people are relaxing, chilling, having a good time. But they're not that they're not having a good time, but they're just relaxed, a more relaxed atmosphere. So you have to turn that relaxed atmosphere into a jumping atmosphere. So that's one way to do it. Open a request line. Because when you announce that I'm taking requests now, believe me, everybody's going to hit your table a song that they want to hear. And the reason why they want to hear the song, one, because they like the song, and two, they plan on dancing to it. And they're going to be waiting to hear that song when you play it. And when you play that song, you're going to watch them get up. You're going to watch them get up and hit the dance floor. All right. And all you got to do is keep following the momentum of, the song. Like if somebody requests one type of song from you, when you play that song and people jump up to it, keep the momentum going until the next person give their request. Then you switch off to that. Then you keep that momentum going. See, what begins to happen is, even though they song just played, you still keep that momentum going for that song. You're most likely to still keep some of them on the floor still. Then when the next request comes, you got that person play something of the same lines as that. You know what I'm saying? Then you keep that person and some of that crowd on the floor. Now you got some from this song and this crowd on the floor. You got some from this request and this crowd on the floor. And keep repeating the same process. And what begin to happen is, when the songs go off, some people may leave the floor, but not all of them will. And when you keep repeating this process from all the requests that you'll be getting, you will eventually have a packed dance floor. Understand? Or at least a decent sized dance floor. Okay? There's tricks to this. There's tricks. How do you say it in Friday? There's principalities to this. I'm messing with y'all. All right. The next one is tricky. Some DJs do this, some DJs don't. Some DJs just never thought to do it. Some DJs just don't like to do it, okay? And that is using people to set the tone. Meaning that if I'm doing a corporate event or something like that, blah, 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 this will not really work at weddings, really. You might be able to get away with it, but this is mostly like for corporate events, and open public parties and stuff like that. So what you do is you can bring people along with you. And their job is to solely get on the floor and start jamming to make other people get up and jam too. Particularly the people that you want to give this job to are females. That's just what it is. Because females have no problem with getting on the dance floor. It's the fellas who always want to chill against the wall. I'm too tough to be on the dance floor. You gotta get them off the wall and get them on the floor. And one of the good ways to do that is to have the female jamming. Or you can bring one or two females with you. We call them plants. You plant them in the crowd. You see what I'm saying? And usually when they do this, they may have on a popping color, red, yellow, something that stands out that makes them noticeable and appealing to the eye of the guys. You see what I'm saying? I know DJs who've done this and actually had the females like maybe give a guy the eye, flirt with him a little bit, and before you know it, the dudes are on the dance floor, and there you go. That's the whole point of doing that. Like I said, some DJs do it, some DJs don't. Some DJs never thought of it, some DJs just don't like to do it. But I've done it myself a few times. I'm not gonna lie, I surely have. I brought a couple females along, put them out there on the floor, do it. You know what I'm saying? I've even pulled females to the side. Hey, I need your help real quick. I need to get this floor jam real quick. So why don't you, take you with some of your girls, get out there, give some of these dudes the eye, have their head all going berserk and, make them get out there on the dance floor. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might throw them a couple dollars or whatever the case may be, bomb a drink, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Take some requests for them or just generally be nice to them. Some of them will do it just because you're the DJ. You know what I'm saying? You're being nice. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, hey, I want to help the DJ, and some people think it's just cool to help the DJ. So there it is. Use it to your advantage. Okay. Now, this next one is strictly for weddings. Okay. Because I know sometimes it can be difficult sometimes to get people on the floor at the reception, okay? Even though you won't run into this problem all the time, but it does happen because, weddings, it's up tempo, it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful moment, it's a beautiful event, everyone's happy, the bride and groom is getting married, it's great. So people are already in the good spirits already. But sometimes you may run into this slump to where the floor is just not packed, or the people just got done eating and they're not ready to move yet because they're still trying to digest all that food they just ate. So one way to keep the floor packed is to understand that wherever the bride and groom are, people are going to want to be, understand? So a good way to do that is, the bride and groom had their first dance and all of that, you ready to turn up now, okay? You don't do it right away because they want to sit down, mingle with people or whatever. But once you start noticing they're mingling, going down, they're ready to sit down, you jump on the mic. I got my own song that I wanted for the bride and groom to get up here and jam to, you know what I'm saying? Turn that right hit on, turn a right hit on, something thumping, something that's up tempo that's gonna make them want to get up. Then you be like, hey, I want everybody to come up here and dance with the bride and groom. Use that. Trust me, all the attention is on the bride and groom anyway. So everybody wants to be in the midst of that attention. You have to know how to use that. Like I said, part of this business, psychological, you know what I'm saying? And once you tap into that, it can make your job easier for you, okay? So you want to use that. All right? Wherever the bride and groom are, people want to be. Get the bride and groom on the floor, you will get people on the floor. That's just what it is. It's the truth. I've done so many of these weddings, man, and I have so much video footage of them where exactly that is happening. When the bride and groom is on the floor, everyone else is on the floor too. I'm dead serious. That's how it works. And what you'll find happening is when the bride and groom sit down, still keep the tempo of the music going. Another one, and I mentioned this before in other videos, right after the bride and groom sit down, you don't want to lose anybody, so go straight into line dancing. Go straight into your line dancing. It keeps them on the floor. Understand? It keeps them on the floor. Go through all your line dances. Keep them on the floor. That's how you want to do it, okay? And when our line dancing is up, because I know that will be the next question, what do you do when the line dance songs are over? When you ran through all of them, keep something up tempo, but kind of mellow, but up tempo. You know what I'm saying? Because after all that line dancing, people can be like, whoo, I'm ready to sit down. It's hot. So you want to keep that right music going to at least have them, even if they sit down, you still want them to, a bow. So when it gets, everybody's chilling, then it took some time off the floor, one and a half song, 2 songs go by, then it's time to crank it up again with something else. Then you jump right back into something else, all right? That's how that works. That's how you do that, right? That's how you do that right there, okay? All right. The next step, okay? Social medias. Okay, you want to use your Twitter, your Instagram, you want to use hashtags, you know what I'm saying? It helps you connect with the audience. Because chances are everyone in the crowd has them anyway. It's already on their phone. I mean, the app is already there. Start connected with them right there. For one, when people are at an event and their phone start beeping off and they looking up, oh, this is the party right here, blah, blah, blah. You send a message to everybody, you know what I'm saying? The parties fly, trying to see more people on the dance floor. Use that. You'd be amazed at how much society today is influenced by social media. Social media can make you do a lot of things. I'm dead serious. Some silly things too. Remember the snow challenge? People were stripping down to their underwear and bra and panties and running outside and just laying in a big bed of snow. Yeah. Stupid. But nonetheless, they did it and it spread like wildfire. And remember, all that stuff started with one person. One person did that and everybody took it and ran wild with it, okay? You want to use that. Use your social medias, definitely. Everyone has Facebook, Instagram. I don't have Facebook, but that's another story. I just don't like Facebook. I don't like using it. But that doesn't mean you don't have to. Like I said in my other video. Doesn't mean you don't have to. But you want to use that, okay? Use that. Use your social medias. Use hashtags. Definitely do that, okay? And you want that to be happening while the event is going on. Take pictures. Put them up there. People see themselves. Oh, people like that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Put messages in there. Yeah. Want to see more people on the floor. We're having a good time. Get on the floor. Jam out. Just send a message to everybody, like, get on the floor, jam out, use that, connect with the audience, all right? Use your social medias, use hashtags, okay? Let me see, another one, which is also great for corporate events, weddings, birthday parties, things of that nature. Not the club with this one, but everything else is pictures. If there's a photo guy there, or even yourself, you might want to announce real quick. I want to get everybody on the floor real quick. Y'all been so good. I want to get a group picture of everybody. You know, jamming on the floor. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I love the energy y'all giving me. I want to take a group picture with everybody. Play that jam. Get them on the floor, take that picture. And as soon as that picture's over, crank it. Boom, boom, boom. Don't let them leave the floor. As soon as that picture's taken, like, I want to thank y'all for the picture. Let's jam out now. It's time to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Crank the music. You will keep them there on the floor, all right? You will keep them there on the floor, okay? And the last but not least is just banger after banger. Just play banger after banger. To the point that so many dope songs are coming up right now, they got no choice but to get on the floor. Just keep playing bangers, boom, 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 boom. But just remember, don't do it in the beginning of your event, because you'll be firing all your bullets and then you'll have nothing left. And the last thing you want to do is repeat songs. You dig? You don't want to do that. All right, don't repeat songs. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And there it is. I hope that helped some of you guys. I hope it made sense to all of you guys. If you got something you want me to talk about, you already know, leave it down there. And keep in mind, y'all, that the game I just gave y'all today, these tricks don't always happen right away. You have to apply them, somewhat slowly. But eventually it'll get your dance floor to where it needs to be. All right. And as I always say too, the microphone will always help as well. It's funny how we keep going back to the microphone, right? It's funny how I always end up keep saying that too, right? Funny how I keep going back to the microphone. Yeah, you get it. All right, y'all. Like I said, anything you want me to talk about, anything you want to know, any questions you got, comments, leave them down there. All right? Like, subscribe, pass the word on. All right? There it is. All right. Big shout out to all my DJs, all my upcoming DJs. Keep on practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. Yeah, I let y'all go from that for a little while, but it's back now. Got my little loc song. Yeah. All right, y'all. You know who it is. You know what it is. DJ LX Star, 2 R's. I didn't do 4 this time. 2 R's. Toxic TV. And I see y'all next time. And you know my motto. Deuces. Boom. Peace.